What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Al back again with another Black Ink Crew Chicago review. Before we get into it, you guys, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Before I get into the review, I'm gonna just give you guys my initial thoughts on the episode. I thought this entire episode was, I just thought it was a mess. It was entertaining to a certain point, I guess I'll say. I just thought it was a mess. It was just too much for me, like, and not enough at the same time, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna dive into it. The show kicks off basically landing in Jamaica. Basically, it's what the boy named phor and Ryan, right? And this is another thing. Before I do that, anyway, so phor and Ryan landing in Jamaica, and then obviously they meeting up with Ryan's crew, his new 9-man crew, and so we get another scene, and I hate when VH1 does this. Like, I don't really care for phor, but I feel like they really trying to make him into a bad guy. Especially with this storyline that they got going on between Ryan and the old 9-man crew. I think they're using phor to be the bad guy to like start the drama, sort of say, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, we get a flashback scene where basically phor is FaceTiming the old crew and just letting them know, like, y'all, look, I'm about to head to Jamaica for a show, blase blase, but he didn't invite him. Charmaine hung up the phone and she was like, he didn't invite us, like, what's up? And for whatever reason, they decided that they was just gonna go anyway, show support. You know what I'm saying? He's been putting his music career on hold to tattoo with these guys for a good minute, according to Charmaine. Next, we see the original Black Ink crew, which is now Loyal Ink. They arrives in Jamaica, and I thought it was funny when Van, he was saying, like, oh man, this is my first time being out the country. I've been on parole for 3 years. I mean, I felt good for him, because I do remember, I believe it was last season, when they went wherever they went, when the situation went down with Cat, he wasn't able to go, so I was happy to see him. Anyways, to get to the good stuff, then we go back to phor and Ryan's new 9-man crew. We're on the bus. I guess they're on their way. They're on their way to the hotel or the house that they're staying in, right? And all I took from this scene was how much Ryan was crying, complaining about the old 9-man crew. He didn't even know they was there yet, and that's what pissed me off so bad. I'm like, bro, you thousands of miles away from them cats. Like, why are you even giving them the energy? Why are you giving them the time of day? Like, I was just like, what I took from that scene was Ryan needs to shut up. He needs to, man. And I'm telling you, man, he pissed me all the way off. I just never seen a more. He's so uncomfortable in his own skin at this point, because he knows he knows he done something wrong, and that's what pisses me off in this scene, when he just going off about the old crew, about they ain't this, they ain't that. The next thing you know, Junior jumps in to want to talk about Lily and his beef with Lily and the old crew, which he don't even have no beef with the old crew. His beef was just with his ex-woman Lily, and I could care less. I could care less back then about their storyline, and I definitely can care less now about Junior and Lily's storyline. And the whole time they going, they on their soapbox, phor sitting over there with his head down, like, man, come on, man, why we gotta talk about this? And the only thing I'm thinking of, good for you. Ooh, I'm glad you got to sit through it. I'm glad you got to sit through your fate behind. Cause, like, look, my thing is, man, how you gonna invite the new 9-man crew and not extend the invite to the shop that you work with? So I was so happy he had to sit there and go through. I'm like, ooh, that's what you get. That's what you get. I'm glad you got to suffer. I was so happy seeing him suffer. Oh man. Next thing you know, we get a scene where basically we at the house that the new 9-man crew is staying in, and phor comes in and he like, So you guys want the good news or the bad news? And we ain't gonna even focus on the good news because that ain't what the show, that ain't what the storyline want us to talk about. They want us to talk about the bad news. The bad news was Ford was basically telling the new crew and Ryan and everybody how Loyal Inc. is in Jamaica. And what pissed me off so bad about this scene was for delivery, he was like, Loyal Inc. is here. And I'm just like, bruh, don't you work for them? Don't your brother work for them? I'm just like, you that scared to tell Ryan that Loyal Inc. is in Jamaica? Like, come on, man. I am not here for phor. I'm going to get into phor later on in this review. I promise y'all. I promise you. And then, after he tell him that, Ryan, once again, he goes on his soapbox about, about this everything that he just so uncomfortable about. Like, he hate them so bad, and he had the nerve, and this is what was stuck in my head. He asked phor, when phor told him that he was like, so did they come to get you back? And I'm just like, what does that really mean? Like, did they come and get you back? So it's phor with Ryan and Nine Mag now? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so now we move on. Basically, Don, Ashley, Cobra arrives in Jamaica, right? We had no idea they was coming. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all that I ain't going to spend no time talking about Cobra being upset that she didn't get to pick a room and that it was a bug in there. Listen, you should have got that earlier. First come, first serves. We is not going to spend, I'm done talking about it. Now we're going to move on. We're going to move on to, what is that boy name? Don and Ashley. Man, it seemed like they was doing good for a second as far as, interacting with each other. Talking about rebuilding their friendship, XYZ. The next thing you know, out of nowhere, we just hear these two arguing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's just them. I'm sorry, that's just them. I'm with Charmaine, even though she didn't really say it like this. She basically said that's what they do. Let's stay out of that. That's what they do. Let's just stay out of that, right? And I was just like, I ain't really here again for another vacation that VH1 is paid for Don and Ashley to start fighting. I'm not here for it. I ain't gonna even give it that much time, right? Then, but and then it just goes to show. Then as they're arguing, Don he punches the camera, and I'm sitting at my TV watching. And I'm just like, I wonder how much money they spend on cameras just so Don can tear up a few of them, so he can punch a few of them. Because this makes no sense. Like every single time he gets upset, he has to throw a punch at the camera. I'm sorry, and I'm just, maybe it's in their budget, but it ain't my money, so I don't really care. Why should I care? They let Don do it, whatever. So next, you know what I'm saying? We get the scene where basically the new Nine Mad crew, they doing some kind of activities. The girl Bella paid for that. She set up, and she said something that really stuck out to me. She basically said in her confession, she was like, how irrelevant people keep getting y'all upset. And she was really talking about Ryan, because he's so quick to say, man, them MFers over there irrelevant. We ain't got time for them, man. F what they got going on. F them. F that. I can't stand none of them. And he was like, he always on his soapbox about his old crew. He gives them, and to say he does not care about them, you know what I'm saying? He gives them so much playtime. He is, listen, the old Nine Mad crew is always a topic of conversation for Ryan. And obviously, I got to agree with what Bella said. Like, they so irrelevant. How they keep getting you upset, bro? Explain that to me. You on this vacation with your man phor, and look, Ryan is riding phor wave right now. He see that phor is potentially about to enter this industry world, and it's just gonna open more doors for him to tattoo celebrities, music artists and such and such. He is right. Cause listen, I remember a flashback, y'all. I remember when phor originally went to Ryan and said, man, I want to chase this dream. Ryan got so upset at phor, like, you can't go right now. No, bro, I ain't supporting that, blase. But now all of a sudden, he working with a producer that's well known. You his best friend. I ain't never known for Ryan and Ford to be so close, like they are now, and that just kind of bothers me. But anyways, Ford gonna have to, he talking. I believe he was talking to his girlfriend, Nikki. He was saying, man, like this gonna be weird, man. Like it just feels weird with the old Nine Mad crew here and the new Nine Mad crew. He was just like, it feel weird. And I'm like, it's your fault it feel weird. It's your fault because my issue with Ford is listen. Listen, I don't believe there's an ounce of loyalty in his blood. And I get what he's saying when he say, he doesn't have any beef with Ryan or whatever the case. But that's cool, that's fine. You can be neutral in a sense. Because at the end of the day, you do work for Ryan's old crew / new competition, but you don't have no beef with Ryan. I'm cool. Listen, I'll let that slide. But what I won't let slide is the fact that you invite Ryan. Not only Ryan been with you since you was in LA, riding your wave, man. I'm telling you, I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. And listen, I ain't here for. I need for to wake up and realize what Ryan doing. I just do. Like I'm just tired of it. Anyways, we get a quick scene that's basically, long story short, Don looking at Ashley like, let me touch on that. Let me touch on that. He is drooling over Ashley, and listen, I don't care nothing about them two storylines. Let's move on. Oh man, so now what I'm saying, the show transfers to we basically going to the some party that's going on in Jamaica. I don't know. And long story short, we on the bus. We on the new Nine Mad Crew bus, and that doggone Bella is drunk again. She showed up drunk on her first day of work, or at least the interview with Ryan. I don't know. And now we out in Jamaica. Before we can even get to the party, she is already wasted. Listen, no words. I have no words. Now we listen. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, right? When the two crews finally see each other, I felt like the original Nine Mad Crew, Charmaine, Danielle, not so much Lily, because she is heartbroken about Junior, the fact that he done moved on and got a new woman. She heartbroken, and I'm not here for it at all. I don't care about no love story between characters that don't even matter to me. Excuse me. Anyways, Charmaine, Danielle, it was like, we can go speak. It don't gotta be like this. And I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about. Let's just show some growth. Let's just go, do the right thing, right? All of a sudden, after Danielle goes over and speak. Let me tell you what pissed me off. And this is what started the whole brawl. That it was Junior. He had the nerve to pour out his drink as if it was a rest in peace gesture to Lawyer Inc. Talking about some Lawyer Inc. Yeah, Lawyer Inc. Next thing you know, the little ex-chick, Lily, she came over and she gave him a nice one. And I wasn't mad at her. And the scene just it was chaotic. The camera crew, I thought, did a horrible job of filming it. I did not enjoy the job I did not enjoy how they filmed it because I couldn't tell what was going on. And I really did want to know that Junior really hit Reese. I couldn't see it, but she said he did. So I guess we gonna go with it. I guess we gonna go with Junior hitting women. I guess. After the brawl, what pissed me off is the fact that Don and Vane, they was trying to break up the fight. And Junior had the nerve to say, I want Don. Where Don at? And phor. He with you. You invited him. You knew that he was coming. And now he want to fight your brother. And listen, I'm telling y'all, man, Don is ride or die for anybody he's associated with. phor. I was looking for phor to check Junior. Like, nah, bro, that's my bro. You need to calm down. He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. Talking about something. I help him get on the bus. I got him secured. I make sure he get home safe. XYZ. Man, listen, I was so upset at phor. Listen, phor, and like I said, look, he just been disappointing me the past 2, 3 episodes. He has been really pissing me off because I do not see no signs of loyalty. Like this dude want to fight your blood brother. I need you to say something. Tell him like if it ain't going down like that, do something. Do something. And he didn't, and it just pissed me off. Anyways, so we moved back to the house. Now we back at the original 9 Mag house, Lloyd Inc. house, and to my surprise, Charmaine was like, "Hey, Junior, next time we see him, we just popping off. I'm popping off." And it was kind of funny because I remember Charmaine interview with the Breakfast Club, but she basically was saying, "I ain't no fighter. I can't fight." And you know what I'm saying? She been getting beat up since she been on the show. Ashley beat her up, and Lily this season was gonna give us some problems. Like, so it was just kind of funny to hear her say that. You know what I'm saying? But Dawn, and this is why I'm just so upset. For Don did like a confessional scene, and he basically said the best thing right now, and what I want is for all of us, everybody, including the new 9 Mag crew, to just stay away from my brother, cause we here for him, and this is something that means a lot to him. Once again, Don is riding for his brother. Once again, Don is looking out for the best interests of his brother, taking up for his brother. He want to see his brother succeed. But oh no, as soon as old Junior wanted to fight Don, what pissed me off, once again, phor ain't say nothing. Phor ain't say nothing. And then fast forward, now we at the new 9 Mag house. Long story short, we ain't gonna get too much into it because I want to talk about phor. Basically, excuse me, the producers basically tell Junior he got to go. He a harm to the cast, the rest of the crew, XYZ. And phor, like I said, I got to get on phor. It pissed me off so bad, y'all. Listen, once again, we get a scene between him and Nikki, right? He telling Nikki like, I can't be a part of this. I can't be a part of neither one of these two crews. Maybe it's time for me to think about relocating. And I'm just sitting on my sofa, looking at this TV, saying to myself, boy. This is exactly why they tell you, you cannot have it both ways. You cannot straddle that fence. You cannot play both sides because there's going to come a point in time where you're going to have to choose. And originally, it seemed like he was loyal Inc. Then earlier this episode, like I said, Ryan was like, oh, so they're here to see they can get you back. So what's really going on, phor? It just pissing me off. And I tell you, the more I think about it, I just get more upset because, like I said, all he had to do was not invite Ryan. Or, I take that back. Maybe if he would have just invited Ryan and not the rest of the new 9 Mag crew, it would have just been like, it wouldn't have been as bad. It still would have been bad because he with Ryan. And nobody knew that he was with Ryan. And I really want to see a confession scene from Don earlier in the show when they found out that when they all was face to face at the little party in the middle of the street downtown before the brawl. I want to see a confessional from Don basically saying, "Dang, bro, like, so you gonna invite Ryan, the new 9 Mag, and not me, and not us?" I really want to see that because I'm telling y'all, man, I know Don don't really see it like that. It's probably just me. I see it like that, but at some point, Don is gonna have to check phor. He really is, and because it's ridiculous. Like I said, not only did he invite Ryan, he invited the entire 9 Mag crew. And if he didn't invite him, Ryan invited him, and he okayed it because he was happy to see him when they got there. He was. He really was. And it just pissed me off because, like I said, He did tell, the crew that he worked with, he was going, but he didn't extend the invite. Why he didn't extend the invite? Because he already had plans of the new 9 Mad crew going. And it just pissed me off. But once again, at the end of before the show ended, when Junior was big mad, listen, Junior was big mad. As you guys can see, he tried to launch a punch at one of the producers, a bodyguard, and ended up socking Ryan. He was big mad. But I don't even want to talk about Junior. You want to know why? Because I think he's soft. I think he was just drunk. I think he was a prisoner of the moment. And I don't believe the temper tantrum that he threw, he would not even try that if he was sober. He would not, in his right mind. Listen, he worked with Don for however many months or years or whatever the case may be. He never had an issue with Don or Van that made him want to get physical when he was working with them on a day-to-day basis. But now all of a sudden, we somewhere else. We got all this security around, and listen, I know he drunk, but he had to know that they weren't gonna let him fight. He had to know. I'm sorry, he just had to. And back to phor, enough of Junior. Listen, I need to see some loyalty from phor. I just do. I need him to pick one side or the other. And I'm gonna tell you something. He better be careful how he pick, because the one that rides and dies for him, which is his brother Don, he better make sure he chooses correctly, because I'm telling you, Don has a lot going on himself, and phor, is usually there for Don when Don comes knocking at his door or whatever, but Don has always rode for phor. Always. And I just feel like this is a huge slap, not in just Loyal Inc. face, but in Don's face, because like I said, I would have loved to see a confessional from Don when they found out that the new 9 Mad crew was there, just to know whether phor invited him and Ashley personally or, whatever. That's what I wanted to see. I feel like that was missing from this episode. I don't know, you guys. That's all I have for you guys. The episode was kind of dry. It was very dry. Because, listen, before I go, I will say this. I was so disappointed in that fighting scene. I almost forgot the brawl scene. And I'm going to tell you why. I would have been more excited if it was Ryan and Don, or Ryan and Van, or the men fight. I don't care about them women literally fighting over doggone Junior. I don't care. I want to see somebody knock Ryan out. And shoot, it wouldn't even, listen, the way I feel now, they could have knocked phor out too. Because somebody need to knock some sense in them about Ryan. Because like I said, Ryan is not doing anything but riding for a wave at this point, because he just sees the doors and the opportunities that it's going to open up for him. And it's just pissing me off, because I feel like phor, I'm done. I'm done. Anyways, you guys, I'll see you guys next time. Please make sure you hit the like. If I miss anything, you guys want to add anything in the comments, please be sure to comment. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.